how to deal with tens of thousands of applications. Now, to many HR professionals, talent acquisition professionals, the idea of dealing with 10,000 or more applications is a nightmare situation. For a psychometrician, this is the ideal situation. This is perfect. That means the ball is very much in your court and you can be selective. However, if you are being selective using CV sifting, if you're going through 10,000 individual CVs and just throwing them away because of typos or crystal ball reading, oh, they're not entrepreneurial enough, oh, their university wasn't prestigious enough, then yeah, that's going to be a nightmare for every human being involved in that process. The candidates are not being fairly assessed, and that's little better than random selection, except it takes hundreds of hours in order to complete, okay? Instead, this is what I would do, step by step. First thing is you need an application form. This is non-negotiable. CVs will not cut it. You are not going to sit there and look through 10,000 CVs. I'm not letting you do that to yourself. Okay? Instead, application form with killer questions. Qualifying questions. Can you work in the country? Do you have a driver's license if it's needed? Do you have a sufficient level of qualification? Do you need a particular degree? Non-negotiables, for which if they do not meet, there is no conversation to be had. That gets 10,000 down to 6,000, 5,000, 7,000. And those people's time have been respected because you've screened them out before they dedicated any more time to it. Fine. We now have a list of eligible candidates, serious applicants who are viable candidates for the role. This is where people would then CV sift, which again, huge opportunity cost. We have no good reason to believe CV sifting is related to performance in the workplace. It is a waste of time and inherently biased against people from minority groups. Instead, we need to be using assessments, scalable assessments that can turn 5,000 down to 100 easily. You can invite 5,000 candidates just like that, the click of a button, to do a range of cognitive and behavioural assessments, which are far more predictive of performance, far fairer, far more scalable. And then within a week, you've got a shortlist. It's that simple. It doesn't need to be more complicated than that. But what you have is a shortlist of people who are super, super high performing. Okay, 5,000 down to 100. Then what? Telephone screen, video screen, something like that. Again, turning 100 into 50, into 20, whatever numbers are reasonable. And then final face-to-face interview. Okay, once you've done that, you close the loop, you confirm they are who they say they are, you ensure that, okay, this is a quality applicant, let's move them forward. And by that point, if you've been doing the heavy lifting using behavioural and cognitive assessments on 10,000 plus applicants, they're going to be incredibly high performing, incredible quality of hire, far beyond what you would be used to when using CV sifting, which is just picking people at random, okay? That, along with interview performance, that's as much as you can learn about a person psychometrically. You've maximized quality of hire as much as you reasonably can. In my opinion, that is the perfect recruitment process.